none at all. I've just ordered it. None. I've just ordered a genuine. I'll do that now, yeah. I want the one that cut out. We want a bit of fuel.
Okay, if you change the jets.
This tap appears to be running no matter what and all, even when off. Just run a little bit of that fuel through. These buttons are earthed to the thing, aren't they?
Yeah.
Or that solenoid, it might just need a new one.
But if you it might need.
Oh, we lost power there. Through the main fuse there.
Is that what it does?
Yeah, apparently it's done that a couple of times over the
Could be just a connection.
few years. But he had a lithium battery and he hadn't changed the regulator.
That's it. Yeah, the yard's looking empty.
Well, he just took them 2 bikes the other day. One of the watchers. And this guy, one of the watchers, did a ridiculous journey from somewhere. Pick up 2 really shit bikes.
But if it's worth the bits, that's what it's about now.
Apparently you got that fix and running already. That really bad fixing.
Yeah, but if you want to test that start button, all you do is start wire.
Yeah.
When you press that, if it lights, you know it's power on.
What do you mean?
Well, there's a wire there, right?
There's two wires going in.
Yeah, that's the power.
But you could just cut them and bridge them, couldn't you?
You could, but why would you do that? Because this is the button for it, isn't it?
Yeah, but that would show you if there's an issue between here and there.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If you put the test light on it, you know if there's a connection or not.
Yeah.
If there's no connection, then it's the button or it's the solenoid.
So what? One prong there, one there.
No, there's the switch wires, right?
Yeah. Switch wires are these
Those
two.
two, yeah.
Yeah.
So they're connected up there.
That's right.
And it's going. The power goes in there, out there to this.
Yes.
So if you put the test light there, one in there, and the other to the negative, that should give a positive feed to this.
Right.
If it doesn't, that doesn't
Then the
work.
issue's up
There's
there.
Issues up there. But generally, it could be this.
Yeah, it's so corroded.
Yeah, but that's all it is.
I'll just throw a new one in. They're
Yeah, it's
pennies.
not pennies. Yeah. But sometimes it could be just a bit of corrosion in there.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that before.
Sometimes, you know. Yeah, it's good. It's all there.
Chuck in that bigger jet.
Takes
seconds.
Yeah. But like you said, it's a bit lean because there's not rich in it.
The other jet's 110 and these are 85. It's a big difference.
Yeah.
Although with an air filter it would have probably been alright.
Is it afternoon?
A new upjetting back to its original 110. Sounds great. Only round in circles. Could it be missing other gears? Seems great. Yeah, someone will like that. Let me see what fuel lines I bought, because I need something in between.
2,000 years later.
Hi guys, and welcome back. I've been at the beach for a few days with my sister and my niece, and her bloody Fiat 500 broke down. The clutch went. So frustrating. That clutch is only 4 years old, 3.5 years old. And I did all that work last week. New brake pads, new handbrake cables all round, new tyre, new driver's side suspension. Loads of work to get it through an MOT. And other silly bits and pieces, but yeah, and then she takes it away for a few days, 200 miles or whatever it was, and the clutch goes. Look at this. I've come back. I've got an hour tonight. I'm not really meant to be at the garage tonight, not for any reason, just because I don't need to, but I thought I've come. I want to put in the new battery. It's slimmer, it sits in there properly. You can put the side casings on, and I wanted to give the bike a bit of a clean. Actually, it's looking quite clean overall. And then I looked at the wheels and I was like, nah. And Daniel knows I love polishing up wheels more than anything else. Anthony was here the other day. I don't think I filmed it, but great guy, such a great guy. I swear, I wish he could share his stories online, his life stories. Such a great guy. And I won't big him up too much, but wow, he can build bikes. He says put a mudguard. He says get a front chrome and a rear chrome and make a shorty. It just makes the bike look more complete. I do disagree with him on that because I like this short chopped custom look. If you add the mudguard to the back, it looks too much like the original for me. I love this look. I'm keeping this look for now. I will probably be putting a slightly fatter wheel on the rear, a 3.5. That's a 3. I can put a 3.5 on, be a bit thicker, it'll just look a bit chunkier, look a bit better. It's tempting, it is tempting to have a shorty here and bring the number plate back up just for the symmetrical look, but I quite like this. Side panels, I took the stickers off in here, and I don't know if you guys saw this. I think I did this while Anthony was here, so it was a bit of a side project, so I just painted the whole thing, took the stickers off, because I just thought it looks better. And of course I changed the carb over, didn't I? So it has its cg125 carb now on, that's up jetted. Now it's running fine, but it'll run even better when the new air filter's here. But as it's the Easter weekend, it's a bit of a waiting game, but it ran and rode really well the other day anyway, a few days ago. So let me polish these rims a little bit. I hate doing that, but to be fair, with the Autosol stuff and a bit of wire wool, it actually don't take too long and it'll make a big difference. So there they are now. And I'll give them a small polish. I'm not going to go in here or anything. And then that should be done. I'm thinking about pricing for this bike, £1,600. I think it's a 200cc. It will just about take out all the mopeds in London. And it don't matter if it don't, it looks cool anyway. It's tax free, it's MOT free, it's ultra low emissions free. All the congestion zones free, all of the bridge charges free. It's basically a free bike to own. It's 44 years old now, still starts first kick, and I think it will sit another 20 years easily with very little work needed. So I think it's worth every penny of £1,600. I'd be reluctant to let it go for any less. Right, let me get these wheels polished up a touch, and then the side panels on, the new battery in. And I'll get some pictures for the advert. I think it's kind of cleaned up really well. You won't have noticed, but I sprayed the front forks in the end. I'll call it a dusting, but they are done. They are sprayed because they were just slightly worn. So that will just give it another couple of years. And then I just polished up the bezel here. That was looking a bit worse for wear. And then I just gave the new pipes a quick clean. I just cleaned it up a little bit an hour ago. This looks terrible on here. It looks like it's bad, but actually that's the original sticker look. And if you put it up, it's spanking underneath. So I'll save that for the new owner. Even the cap polished up really well, and the tank's looking great on the inside. That stayed clean. So the bike's good. It's really good. Right, let me get them rims cleaned a touch. So I've put no effort into that. I couldn't be arsed, but actually look how quick and easily it's come up. It's quite hard to see actually, isn't it? But you can see the other side, so that side's much better, of course. And then the other side, I'll show you the other side just for reference. Look, I mean, big difference, and I swear it took 5 minutes with some chrome cleaner, auto saw, whatever. I'll show you this side. I think you'll see better results on this side because this side's worse. Now, annoyingly, this side's got pitting, but it's cleaner. It makes a difference. I haven't done this top corner yet. I'm going to spin it and do that top corner. It's cleaner. It makes a difference. And also, there'll be some protection on that for a little while. It will help a little bit. You can chuck a bit of wax on that if you wanted. I'm not going to bother, but you could do. It looks better. I'm pleased. Similar situation on the rear there, guys. Look. Just unloved. Can't stand that noise. That's all we hear nowadays in London. People nick them electric bikes and that's the noise they make. They beep and click. A shit scheme. Because the government's scheme, it's the best scheme ever, of course. All I'm using is this chrome. This cheap chrome cleaner is one of the best I've ever used in 20 years. It's in my opinion, it's as good as the Autosol stuff. And I can't remember how much it was. I got 2 bottles. It's lasted me a very, very long time. And it's kind of almost acidic, but gently acidic. So you put it on and leave it sit for a minute, and then you wipe it off or use a bit of wire wool, and wow, it does such a good job. So I'm going to do that on this wheel now. Again, look. This is what we're seeing. It'll just make a difference. Or if someone comes to pay $1,600 for this, you know, it needs to offer something. And actually a bit of a shiny wheel and the frame and everything being a bit cleaner and most of the rust having been gone makes a huge difference. So I'm not sure how obvious it is, but there is a difference there. They did look unloved. It's made a big difference actually. Well worth taking the time. I want to switch the battery. I want to put the proper thin battery in so that that's ready. I should be messing with the solenoid, right? I should be swapping the solenoid over and trying another one to get the electric start back. Let's check. Anthony was telling me, check the wires, make sure there's continuity there. Let me check that on my multimeter. See if the button is working. If this is like the CB, then the button earths along the frame. That's what sends the voltage. It's a weird system. It probably needs cleaning in here, but the CB one fell apart, springs fell out, it went everywhere. So I didn't really know what to do with it. So if we're lucky, it is literally this. And it is looking, look, it is looking a bit, it's very rusty under there. I mean, it's actually working because when I bridge the top, it starts. So you could even just run a wire there to a switch somewhere. It's actually very easy to do. Like on the side casing, there'd be a press button switch. So you turn the key, press the button. That would even work. But yeah, that leads me to believe that either there's an issue with the wiring or the actual button on there. So let me just check. It's these two, I'm sure. Let me see what colours are coming out of this solenoid. I'm sure it's them two. It's these two, yeah, straight out. All right, let's pop them and see if we've got any continuity when we press the button.